What's everybody? Josh here. It's been a while since I've uploaded a real video. Just been doing clips and stuff. Give you the story. We went to IFO Vegas, prepared to run a great pass. Everything was kind of foobar getting in because of the COVID rules there, and went through tech, went straight from tech into the line. And very first hit, we didn't make any adjustments off the trailer. Very first hit, I snapped my left axle. It's been sitting out for a while. Obviously, you can see broke. The right side was on its way. So this is one and done for that. We had brought the Supra out as well. Chris was driving that. He took out the drive shaft on the first, so that was one and done on that. I'll move here. Thanks to a generous donation from Scott Weilage. He threw $500 my way, and Joel Felix threw some money my way as well. I went up to Mark Williams and got new axles made. They are in the car. Went and put it on dyno up at Brent's, and pretty sure you guys saw that, at least on the PFI channel. And started overheating after pulls. Had done that in Vegas too. As soon as I let off the throttle, everything went out the ass end through the radiator in the trunk. Back to the timeline though. Get the rear end fixed up, put her back together, take and load up and go out to Cleetus and Cars Indy. And I got one good hit. It wasn't really fast or nothing, but I mean, it was A to B. I blew the tires off of it. We made some suspension adjustments, went back up to the line, and as soon as I let go of the trans brake, the new trigger wheel exited the car. The screws that the machinist used to put them on pulled out of the aluminum part of the damper. My brother managed to find the trigger wheel. It broke one tooth off of it. He found the broken tooth, found all 3 bolts. I came home. Eric and I decided to weld the trigger to the hub of the damper, because that's steel, and we fixed the tooth. And also, I need to preface all of that, just before Cleetus and Cars, like 2 weeks before Cleetus and Cars, I got hurt at work. A back injury. Thought it was just muscle. Found out today though that I actually have a protruding L5 disc. We're 3 months after the injury at this point. So yeah, we came back from Cleetus Cars. Eric and I fixed it up. Chris. We made some more adjustments. Got my green 4-wheeler set up to push the car as opposed to pulling the car back. Because remember, we kept blowing coolant out, so we just got rid of the cooling system altogether. No water, no radiator. First PSCA, I managed to make it to the finals. I lost to Morgan Orchard in the final. That's the first time in 5 years, I think, that I've been to the finals. So I was very happy with that. In process of doing that, though, we did time trials on Saturday, I think it was. It's either Friday, it had to be Saturday. Time trials on Saturday. I noticed after my second pass that I had a loss of power, so we decided to pull the top of the motor apart, see if maybe we heard a piston. Turned out all my rings on 2 cylinders, 1 and 2, no, 4 and 5, aligned themselves, so all my gaps were aligned. That had been why it was smoking for a while. We fixed that, but while fixing that, we discovered some chunks of aluminum in the pan. So we started investigating where that would come from, and we found that was the journal bearing. We replaced that night, got it back together, raced all day the next day, and got runner-up. So I thought that was pretty spectacular. We busted butt to make it work. Not only working on our stuff, but Eric's car, Mina, Nick from New Mexico. We had a really good group going that day, and I was proud of what we accomplished, and definitely proud to have made it as far as I did. I'd like to take Morgan out, but he's a tough cookie on the track. He's got a really well put together car. He's a great tuner. He's a great driver. So it's going to take a lot to take him down. I'm going to try. And then, let's see, after that, we made some preparations for IDRC. They ended up calling that race while everybody was in line to get into the track. So no racing for that. It's been rescheduled to the end of August. So August is going to be a busy month. So with that, here is what we're doing for racing in July, August, and September. For July, we have Streetcar Takeover this upcoming weekend. Today's the 7th. It's this Saturday, which I believe is the 10th. So we're going to do that and see what we can put down. If I break things, I have epoxy block underneath that. Got another one there. That one's Mina's. So if I toast the engine that's in it now, we get it back up. I just have to everybody help me because I can't lift anything right now. It really sucks. I am back to work light duty, but I'm just driving trucks. I'm not handling any product, so it sucks, but it is what it is. So if we break at the streetcar, we got another engine to put in. We have PSCA at the end of the month. Then the beginning of August, we have Ice Cream Cruise. Then third weekend, I want to say, we have that. I don't know if that's another PSCA or, well, IDRC is a PACA, so I guess we'll just call it one and the same for that. And then we got IFO in September, and then one more PSCA race. And I think after that, the only thing left is No Prep Kings, and I'm not sure if I'm going to even try for that. We'll have to see what happens between now and then. I did get a pretty big enclosed trailer, big enough for 2 cars, so that's going to enable Eric and I to get both Gunmetal and Black Beauty out to these events. And it's nice to have some place to hide from the sun, because it's been a scorching summer. I really think that's all I got right now. Oh, I've been working on the intake manifold bottom part for the intercooler. So this is all my intercooler stuff. It's hiding right there. Here's our top. I gotta get that to Preston so he can dip it, or tank. But what I've been working on is making this bottom. So you J Series guys will recognize that inner piece as being a J35 plenum spacer, and the other piece is a Holley brand blank top hat, but we're going to use it as the bottom. I'm going to weld those two pieces together at work because we have an aluminum MIG gun at work, so I can fill up my gaps real easy and buzz through that pretty quick, and it'll be strong. Doesn't have to look pretty right there because you're not going to see any of that stuff underneath. But yeah, that's about it. I'd like to try to get that and the new radiator set up in the car before Ice Cream Cruise, because they're part of the Ice Cream Cruise race is you have to do their 5-mile cruise. So we're gonna try to get the cooling system set up for that. Yeah, so lots of stuff sitting. I need a couple little small parts. The intercooler, I gotta get some, I gotta get a 2-to-1 Y pipe and some aluminum pipe to make new charge pipes with. Gotta brace the turbos, because once the air to air is out, that's what's holding up the turbos. It's taking most of the weight. So that's really what the holdup is now for the intercooler part. Got a massive throttle body. I don't know if you guys saw my throttle body. 102 mil. Like, there's my fist. It's a big guy. Cooling system, I went and ordered a piece from Track Tough that'll replace my janky ass thing off the back of the water pump. It'll make it nice, smooth, and clean. It's shorter. The heat won't transfer to the intake manifold like it does now. That came about a week ago, I guess. Lots of ums and yeah, I'm sorry. It's unedited. One thing all the way through. And I'm gonna call it at that. Let me know what you guys think I should do on some of this stuff in the comments. You know, you like what I've done so far? I like what I've done so far. Want to try to get another win, get a win, at least another runner-up. I like the finals. Good day of racing. And then tell me, who you guys am I going to see at Ice Cream Cruise here? It's not very far off. It's under a month now. See some of you at Streetcar Takeover? I'll leave it at that. I'm Josh. You know Gunmetal. We'll see you later.